How many of us enjoyed the meeting that we had last Friday? What I was trying to do on Friday, it was just to teach people how to analyze people, you know. So how to read situations, how to be observant. Because if you are not, and that's where the problem is. That's where a lot of people have problems. Do you understand? You know, most of the things I try to teach, now I've been teaching a lot of people, I've been teaching principles, you know. But now I'm trying to be very practical. You know, something that you can hear and you can actually carry it out, you know. And you will get results. See, even when people tell you that success has no formula, it's a lie. Eh? There's a formula. There's a formula. If you know the formula and you apply it, you will get results. I'm very happy in this place now. I don't have to be teaching people how to dress well. Now everybody knows how to dress well now, you know, and we are doing so well. We're improving on that, you know. But today, I'll try as much as possible to teach you something very practical. Very, very practical. And I know if I do a test now, many of you will fail the test. You want us to try? Me, that's why you're me. Yeah? Stand up, that's me and you. And you are me. Eh? Do you need to stand up? No, say that. Let's assume he's your me and I'm me. I don't need to use myself. Let's say three of us. You're me, and me, and me. Take me out of the equation. For the ladies here, if you have to choose between your me and me, who will you marry? It's a practical thing. It's just a practical thing. Just very practical. Let's start with simple tests I want to give them, and I'm sure they will fail the exam. Just watch it. Simple tests. Let's start from you. No, just assume they are the only men in the world. They are the only men that know that nobody. And you must marry me. No, you must marry. No, you must marry. They are the only two men in the world. No other.
No.
Eh?
First of all, first look at some million.
Are you a woman? I'm not asking you to analyze. Just choose. Let's start with you. Between two of them, who will you choose? Choose.
Make that choice.
We're just having fun. If you don't get this, you won't get it.
Yeah.
Which one will you choose? You choose and me. One, that's one. You. Who will you choose? You choose your name. That's 1-1. Who will you choose? Who will you choose? That's 2. Miriam. Who will you choose? Don't take it to heart. We're just having
just a talk.
discussion. So who will you choose? How many is that? I will count. Who is counting?
3.
3-2. Who will you choose?
Free.
No, you must choose one. You must choose. You choose. Which one? Nobody will force you. You're wasting time. Who will you choose?
I don't brush my brain.
I said choose one. What is your problem?
Please give her you.
Just choose.
Okay, how many?
3.
So what is this? We're just having the illustration. Okay, how many? Okay, who will you choose? You choose Ami. You choose your me. How many do we have?
4. 3.
4, 3. Okay, assuming I was not married, I'm single. Let's start all over again. Who will you choose? Me as me, your me. Who I won't sack anybody. I won't sack anybody.
Why?
Well,
No, I'm not ask why.
No,
Okay, who will you choose?
no.
Okay, your
Yes,
who will you choose? Hello, who will you choose? I never reach your turn. No, just choose. Just choose. Now you want to be a nice character, you know. Faith, who will you choose? Who will you choose? Choose now, who will you choose? Hello. Umega, who will you choose? Hello, who will you choose? What's her name? Okay, how many?
1, 1, 3.
No, who will you
1,
choose?
2.
Who will you choose? You're wasting our time. Who will you choose? Who will you choose? I won't sack you.
4 to 1.
How many? How many?
4 to
1. How many people choose Yomi?
1 person.
2.
1 person. 2.
You are disturbing the work. You are calling somebody. What kind of person? Hello. I hope you are recording. I just did a simple test. Just a simple test. And I will relate it to what we're doing here. Do you understand? You see, success has stages. It has stages. Like in this place now, the most successful person here is me. There is no doubt about it. When it comes to the next person who is earning so much money here, is who? After me, is who? So that's why I use them as an example. Are you gonna think? You know, even I didn't just pick them like that. But see, a lot of people, if you notice, majority of people always like to pick somebody based on what we say. You know, oh, this person is earning a higher money. Do you understand? Or having so much money. And that is why, you know, people want to pick the person. Do you understand? True or false?
True.
You know, people only want to go out with somebody who is very successful, somebody who is making so much money. And do you know it's very, very wrong? Wow. I know you will ask why. That's what I want to discuss about today. You know, a lot of us, we just see, we look at things on the surface level and we decide. And we may make that kind of mistake. They make that kind of mistake. Do you understand? Before you can get to my level, the level that I'm in, there's also levels that are higher. So let's just stop at my level. Before you can get to my level, you have to pass through, like I said, how many steps? 4 steps. The first step is, okay, let's use, is anybody that is learning work here? Okay, let's use the cleaner. Now, we want to assume now we're still using pencil to write his name, not even by this place, 2 of us.
Sure.
And he's the least person here, Abi, that is any money. And not just least person, you don't have a hand job. Do you have a hand work here? You don't have a hand work. Do you understand? So, you're not in the same class with me. You're not in the same class with me. You're not in the same class with me. You're just before. Hello. Are you getting it? So if you want to move to even join the class, all you need to do is for you to have a hand work. You know, there are some people that are on the reserve bench. I didn't mention their name. No, see, I didn't mention their name. But the criteria that I have used, you have not met that criteria. Do you understand? Are you getting what I'm saying? So for you to even live where you are, to be on the reserve bench, you have to have a hand work in this place. True or false? Are we getting it? I want us to get it. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? Then for you to move from there, you know, to get to your mid stage, to get to our mid stage, to get to my stage, there is something I ask everybody to do, that I push everybody to do. What is that? you go and market. You go and let people know who you are. Because if you don't go to market, if you don't go to sell, you will not even earn money. You will not earn as much as your mate is earning. You will not earn as much as Ami is earning. And you will not earn as much as I'm earning. True or false? Are we getting to that level? That means if you want to be relevant here, all you need to do first, get a handwork. After having a handwork, you go and market. And when you are market, you make more money. The more marketing that you do, the more selling that you do, the more people that you meet, will determine whether you get to your mid stage or you get to a mid stage or get to my stage. True or false? Are we getting to that level? Let me tell you the difference between Yomi and me and me. If anything happens to Ami today, can Ami get any money? I mean, if you are coming to work for it and you have an accident, God forbid, you won't have an accident, and something happens to you, can you earn money? Today is 1st of November. Something happens to you and you have to stay at home for like 3 months. Can you earn salary? Can he earn salary? Or is the highest paid? Right? Can Yomi earn salary?
Yes.
Can Yomi earn salary?
Yes.
But it's not the highest paid. Can I earn salary?
Yes.
Okay, why do you think Yomi will earn salary and I will earn salary and Ami will not earn salary?
Because you may have something else to do.
Because what?
Because you may have something else to do and he has a work.
Because there's something more important.
It's good. So you are getting it. But let me just use a word that you understand. Everybody says structure.
Structure.
Say it again, structure.
Structure.
You know, the first thing I taught you about was marketing. That is very key. You know, we start from have a handwork, which is that is the first starting point. You must have a handwork. It's compulsory for you to start in Tono's place. The first thing that you must have is to have a handwork. You can get into this place as a cleaner. You got here as a cleaner. Life got here as a cleaner. Now you are here as a cleaner, you are here as a cleaner, right? You came in as a cleaner. It was just for you to get in. So if you want to move to the next level, what do you need to do? You need to have what? Handwork. And once you get handwork, the next level for you to move to what is what? You have to learn how to market and how to sell. Do you understand? Then if you want to be on the process of being successful, you must have the next thing, which is what? Structure. Everybody say it again. Structure. You must have a structure. Do you understand? You see, when you see somebody, oh, this person has money, people, they go for somebody who has plenty money. Do you understand? But you don't know, without a structure, that money can disappear. That's why I use it as an example. You can see a 419 today will just make so much money. Why do you think the money disappears the next day? Eh? Why do you think the money disappears the next day? There's no structure. So that's why people get deceived. I know of a lady, that time when immigration was raining, and we asked who you want to marry. No, if anybody is toasting her, she will ask, are you in immigration? Are you a custom officer? Do you understand? Are you a custom officer? Do you understand? And she got married to a custom officer. And immediately she got married to a custom officer. Something happened in the economy. Do you understand? They were not sending them to the what do they call it? To the border. So they withdrew them from the border. I said the guy was not making money. But she was already hooked. Now they were struggling to survive. So there was a time that they even went to visit them. Some people went to visit them and they saw where they were living. And it's like they were saying, wow. So life can be like this. Do you understand? So what was she looking at? She was looking at what? She was looking on the surface level. Oh, customer officer, they were making so much money. Do you understand? Sometimes in the economy, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We're talking about typewriter BlackBerry the other day. You give an example. You see it fakes out, you know. But if you know how to put structure in your life, in your business, and even in your relationship, you know, you will discover that, you know, you will keep succeeding and keep succeeding. People don't take time to put structure in their life. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is why you see a lot of people today, they are making money, you know, or they are happy, they are joyful, then the next day they are back to square zero. I've seen people, they will make so much money, because they don't have structure. The next day, nobody disappears. You see why structure is very important. Let me take it back again. Is having a handwork very important? Yes. Is marketing very important? Yes. Is selling very important? Yes. If you believe having a handwork is very important and that marketing is very important, you know, from your experience working in product place so far, then you would know that having structure in life is very, very important. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? So you understand structure is also as important as having a handle. Except you don't want to grow. You don't want to remain where you are. So that's why I always encourage people, you know, to try as much as possible to make sure you have structures in your life, have structure in your business, and have structure in your relationship. Do you understand? So we're going to talk about having structure in business, you know, or in your job. If you don't have a business, you can have a job. Do you understand? But for people that are working in bonus space, you don't just have a job, you have a business because you're actually working for yourself. And that's why you're on commission. Do you understand? That's why you're on commission. You know, like I always tell people, it's like, I mean, for instance, you know, it's any software. Your B is any software, you know. Even Ore and you've joined the club now, so you have any software. I could just decide, you know, if I want to be wicked, I would say every stylist in this place, I will pay 50,000 naira. Whether if you earn more than 50,000 naira, you understand, you know, it belongs to me. If you don't want, you leave. We already started doing very well. I can only employ another stylist. Two of us, can't I do it? You know, but if I say I'm going to be paying 50,000 naira as a stylist or as a barber, what will it do to him? What will happen? It will bring it down. It will not, you see this, it will not be there. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why you see someone, if lives there for you and say go to a place, if he's in a place where he doesn't have a boss who will ginger him, who will push him, or who will create an enabling environment like this for him, you will discover that what will happen to him? It will deflate. You people have worked in other places before coming here. Do you understand? Are you following what I'm saying? It will deflate. You know? But that's why it's good to be in a platform where you will be encouraged. Do you understand? You will be pushed. There's somebody who will even tell you the truth, whether you like it or you don't like it. You know? And if you carry it out, you will get the results in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So there are some people, for instance, you're in a place like this, you say, okay, oh, you are doing so well, let me go and start your own. You know? It's only very few people that actually makes it. If it's that easy, you know, why is it that not many people are that successful? Do you understand? I tried it out. No, I found that when I got married to my wife, I did a gym, a full gym. When I say full gym, I did a full gym in my house. I was working in the bank then. I had a full gym. You see, for me, as an individual, you know, if I go to a gym, I have tried to go to a gym to go and to a commercial gym, you know. It never worked for me because I'm a self-motivated person. But for my wife, I did the gym. She never used it. She preferred to be in a place where she see other people gymming, and it will encourage her to gym. See, my apartment in America, there's a gym under. Well, it's a full gym. When I say full gym, when I traveled, I took some pictures and I posted it. It's a big gym. Because the gym is for the people living in their apartment. It's not for public. Let me tell you, even that gym, my wife doesn't go there. She just called me that she got another gym where she's going and she paid. So she was sending me pictures. But see, because I know the kind of person that my wife is, do you understand? So I understand. I didn't have to have the arguing with her. There's a gym in the house, there's a gym in the apartment now. Because that's not how I did the gym for each other, they didn't use it. Do you understand? Because I know her. She likes to be in a place where, she can see other people gym just to encourage her. It's quite different from me. I have in Abuja here, there's a small gym. If you come to my house in Lagos, I scatter small gyms. Do you understand? I have it in the house. So I don't have to be outside. Do you understand? So I'm a self-motivated person. And that's why I am doing business, I don't wait for anybody to tell me, wake up early to come to work. I don't wait for anybody to tell me to go and market because I am like that. But not everybody is like that. Some people are just like my wife. Do you understand? If you are somebody that is not self-motivated, do you understand? And you're like my wife was, and you go and set up your own business, it can be very difficult. Because you'll be looking for people to push you, to tell you what to do. Do you understand? Are you getting it? So that's why when people like that, they can be successful in a group. But once they go out to go be on their own, it becomes a problem. Because there is nobody to ginger them. Do you understand? But if you are somebody that is self-motivated, you discover when you go out, what happens? You know what to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why you see some people who just leave the place, they're not doing so well. Do you understand? So when you see somebody succeeding, don't just look at the achievements first. Find out whether that person has a structure in his place, a structure on ground. Are you getting what I'm saying? If the person doesn't have a structure, what do you do as a leader? You try to help the person to put structure in place. Right? Are you getting it? And that's what I've been doing in Bonus Place. Everything that we see I do in Bonus Place is planned, is orchestrated. Do you understand? But I take you step by step, step by step. You need to have a structure in your life. I may not be a Dangote today. I may not be an $10 today. But you see me, I lack what those people have. Eh? Food. They eat food. I can eat food. They wear clothes. I can wear clothes. They enter plane. I can enter plane. If I want to travel to America, now they'll tell me don't travel. It's only people like on $10 and the Buhari that they can go to visit them. And do you know something? So I'm telling you why it is good for you to have structure in your life. When I started, I started as a barber. Do you understand? But why was I not pursuing barbing career? I left it for other people to do. Why do you think I was doing that? Because I needed to put structure in place. Because if I was just doing barbing alone, you understand, I'm pursuing barbing, you would discover that I'm telling people I'm a guru, I'm an expert, you understand? Then something happens to me, you're gone. Do you understand? You're gone. Because what? You don't have a structure in place. Go and find out that people that are doing very well. I try to research people that are doing very well. And somebody even made it very easy for me. Why they are successful, why they are doing so well, is because they have a structure in place. Let's use Facebook for instance. Facebook, who generates the content? Who goes to post picture? Who goes to write up? Who goes to teach? Who goes to do everything on Facebook? Is it Mark Zuckerberg? Who does it? Is it not the users? What did he do? He just put a structure in place. It's a structure in place. If Mark Zuckerberg dies today or have an accident that will keep him or that will incarcerate him for like 3 months, will he make money?
Yes.
Will he make money? Why do you think he has money? Because he has what? A structure in place. Okay, let's even use ShopRite that's very close to us here. Eh? ShopRite, all the goods there. Have you noticed when you go there, you see Coca-Cola, they have their stand, then they have people who goes there to take care of it. Name all the big brands. Is that not what they do? ShopRite is just a platform. It's a structure. Do you understand? The goods inside ShopRite, are they the owner? They're not the owner. So they put a structure. So I just said that to let you know that if you have a structure in place, even if anything happens to you as a person, do you understand? You will keep making money and making money. Do you know Michael Jackson is making more money today, even while he's dead? Why is it like that? Because there's what? Structure. Structure. Do you understand? See, that's why it's very good to have a structure. Do you understand? So if you want to move gradually, everything is step by step, step by step. But the youth of nowadays, everybody is in a hurry. Even when you are trying to talk to them, they don't get it. You know, they will run and get to the front. What happened? They'll come back again. I don't want your life to be like that. Do you understand? That's why I take the things to do what I'm doing here. Are you getting what I'm saying? Everything is step by step. What I did with your make, when you're making barbs, do you understand? From barbing, you know, you move to what? Facials. Even in barbing, there is somebody that is working with you, right? Now you have facial, you do facial, there's somebody that is working with you. You know, that's you are putting structure in place. If you're not at work today, what happened? Meg is here. If Meg is not here, you understand? Is here. And you get up saying, that's called structure. Do you know you can also do more? You can also do more. There are so many things you can do here. Do you understand? The reason why I allow him to do is because to some extent I trust him, right? So I allow him to do that. So you can have structure, you can build structure. As you are going in life, do you understand? As you are going in life, what you do, you know, you begin to see how you can put structure in place. For those people that chose that will get married to your baby, maybe those people they are not looking at the money. Maybe they are looking at the structure. Hello. Are you getting what I'm saying? Hello. Are you getting what I'm saying? You know, the other day we talked about efficiency, we talked about speed, you know, and we talked about what? Skills. And we said that if you don't have skills, what you need to do, get skills. Do you understand? If you have skills, you don't have efficiency, what do you need to do? Get efficiency and get speed. Because in life, even in business and in relationship, you need skills, you need what? Efficiency, you need what? You need speed. You need the three. Do you understand? But today I'm asking you, you need a structure in your life. The level that Ami is now, Ami is making money. The next thing for him to do now is to begin to put structure in place. Look at this whole of this building. If there's a roof and there's no foundation and there's no pillar, do you think this building can stand the test of time? But when you see a building, what do you see first that you admire? Do you see the foundation?
No.
Do you even see the pillars? No. But what do you see? Oh, you see the roof. Wow, beautiful. You see the colors. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what people see. We don't get to see what? The foundation. So what he needs to do now is to begin to put structure in place. And what your mean needs to do, what does it need to do? Is to apply speed and do more marketing and more networking. Do you understand? See, we learn from each other. Ami has to learn from Yomi. Yomi has a lot to learn from Ami. Are you getting what I'm saying? Hello? We need to learn from each other. Nobody succeeds alone. Do you understand? Nobody succeeds alone. People, there are some people they don't like the truth, they don't want to hear the truth. There are some people they don't have patience. Do you understand? They want to get it now. So even when you begin to talk to them, they don't listen. And there are some people, they don't like change. They just want to be the way they are. Just take me the way I am. And those people, they don't even take people the way they are. That's the sad thing about them. Are you getting what I'm saying? But if you want to succeed, if you really want to succeed, do you understand? You have to pass through stages. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want to get to the level that I am today, you have to pass through what? You have to pass through stages. As I'm talking to you today, do you understand? I work on my structures. The next thing I will talk to you about, the next one I'm talking about building frameworks. Do you understand? I still build frameworks. Ikeja City Mall was a structure. Do you understand? But I extended it to this place. It now becomes a framework. Do you understand? You build structure, then you build frameworks. Are you getting what I'm saying? But today we are measuring on you putting a structure first before you start expanding. Do you understand? Are you getting what I'm saying? You need to have a structure such that even when you are not around, you can be making money. When I started as Baba, how much was this person paying me? How much was I making in Bobby's? Let's forget. Maybe the first one I started was about 150K. Do you understand? But I have saved some money, that I told myself, I don't need to even set up a salon. But let me give this money to another business. Let them be using the money. Do you understand? So that I can be getting interest. The interest I make for that money is even more than the money I was being paid. That's the structure. So if I wanted to stay on that level and not sit at home, do you understand? The money is what? Is working for me. Okay, let me bring that to your level. If I mean, for instance, you're making over 200K, every month, let's say 100,000 naira, let me be sending to my village to be buying land. Every month. Do you know you can do that? Do you know in a year you can buy 10 plots of land? You just wait to just bet it, just to tighten up your rent. And do you know if you leave it for like 2 years, that money, and you call chickening money, they used to buy land. Do you know it can buy your future? Two of us. You can. But for some people, you collect that money, you think, 100 is small money. You chop it. Even 5,000 naira, you can use 5,000 to put structure in it. 10,000 naira can do a lot of things. Do you understand? Within a small example, you will be paying, you were owing something, you will be paying. Now, you finish paying. I mean, please, I say finish paying.
Yes.
So, did anybody, if you knew you could save 7K every month, honestly, and you gave out like that, imagine that 7K. 7K times 12, how much is that? Yeah? That amount of money. Do you know if you have used it to buy a piece of land? Do you know it's something? At that places you can still buy land for 120,000 naira. There are places. If you have to go far to the village,
70,000.
there were some lands that I bought in the village, The other day I said they should sell one for me. Do you understand? They sold it for me, and I know how much I made for me, even in the village. Do you understand? Are you getting what I'm saying? That's part of putting structure in place. Many people, they don't do it. People are waiting to make some big money before they can go and put structure in place. Do you understand? That's a mistake that a lot of people make. Do you understand? And just because everybody, we try to assess people by their achievement, by the things that they have, we don't take time to dig deep. We say ourselves, we always get Africans born. We say ourselves, we get ourselves into trouble. Do you understand? You have a lot of people, they get married to armed robbers. You know, armed robbers, they have wives. 419, they have wives. Abi? People that are into bad deeds, they have wives. But when something happens to them, who suffers with them? I didn't get what I'm saying. So I'm just telling you why it is good for you to have what? Structures in your life. The same thing with business. Do you understand? I mean, the same thing with what? With your life. You need to have structures in your life. Even in your relationship, you need to have structures. Do you understand? There are some people today, they don't invest in their children. Do you know that? They don't believe in investing in their children. There are some people, they just born you. Go and sort yourself out. They don't care. But same people, when you make it tomorrow, they're still the one that will come and be asking you how far. But if those people really invest in you, do you understand? Do they need to come and ask you how far?
No.
They don't need to ask you how far. My dad called me about 3 days ago. I have not told him what I was going to do. He now said, oh, there's this generator that I bought for him, that the core has problem. Do you understand? And I asked Daddy, when did I buy it? He said about 2 years ago. Do you understand what I'm saying? I said, okay. So what are you going to do? He said, okay, he has given it to me. I said, tell my younger brother to come. I said, tell my younger brother to come. I'm making plans to get a diesel generator. I'm going to surprise him in this December. If my father didn't invest in me, will I do that? Will I do that? Do you understand? See, when you are also investing in your children, it's part of putting structure in place. There was a time my mother was stressing me. The children are growing. You know how come build house? You know how come build house? I just asked her a simple question. I asked Bobby, the house that you are staying, were you the one that built it? He said no. I said, even the furnishing, from the kitchen to the parlor, are you the one that did it? He said no. I said, who did it? He said, it's you people. So, and I said, which means, if I bring up my children and I invest with them, even if I don't have a house, can they build a house for me? Can they build a house for me in my lifetime? So it's also part of putting structure in place. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you following what I'm saying? I've seen people, even in relationship, you know, I know some people will not want to hear this. The woman will say, my money is my money. Your money is our money. Even when the man has a business idea and she has money to support the business, she will go and hide it. Two of us. So when the man now make money, she understand? She will not come. It's our money.
For me, I will not agree.
I was talking to one young man recently. She understand? If you see the way he was complaining bitterly about his wife, in fact, in my mind I was begging. Do you understand? Please, oh, please. Because he was recounting what the wife was doing to him when he didn't have. Now he has now. He's thinking of looking for another wife. Hello? So I just gave you all this example to let you know that you need to be structured in your life. It is very important in your life, in your business, and in relationships. When I was going to start on this business, the money that I had was enough for me to go and buy a house. And people telling me, you want to go to Abuja? Yeah, well, you know, do you understand? But they didn't know it was an extension to come and do this. I could have used the money to go and do something. Do you understand? Something less. Are you getting what I'm saying? But I came to put, if I didn't come to do this, will all of you be here? Will all of you be here? There are some structures that are fixed. There are some structures, they are not fixed. They keep giving you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's left for you to begin to identify the right structures to put in your life, in your business and in whatever relationship that you are into. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are living your life no structure, let me tell you, a time when you get old, it will be very difficult for you to start doing this thing that I'm telling you. It will be very difficult. Very difficult. Is it possible now to go and get a 60 years old person that you see on the road begging for money? That person come and start with cleaning first. After cleaning, then you come and learn how to do hair. After doing hair, then you don't learn how to market. At 60 years old, they now come and be doing structure. Will it be easy? I'm not saying it's not possible, but will it be easy? It's not. Is it not better to start early? Is it not better to start early? Is it not better to start early? Eh? Okay, let me give you an example in this case so they understand what I'm saying. Let me use, what's her name again? Sorry. Eh? Meg. I was interviewing Meg. She understand. That's the thing that she said, I started thinking, I thought Meg was doing facials before she met your people. And that was the reason why your mate employed her. That was what I thought. When she told me that it was your mate that actually told her how to do facials. Do you understand? I was taking her back. Do you understand? She learned facials. That's what brought me here, right? Then from there, I think I called you and I called your mate. I said, if you want this girl to stay, facial has not big. She should go and learn how to do what you do. And I said, go and talk to Peace. And I also talked to Peace. So that she can be doing what? Pedicure. Now, another structure. You learn how to do what? Now, facial is giving you money. Pedicure is giving you money. Pedicure, which one is giving you more money? Okay, if I told you, go and learn pedicure, say you won't learn, so then facial say you want to do. Then what would have happened? But now, do you think you still be here? Do you understand? See, that's about structure. Putting structures in your place. But does she have the capacity to do other things in this place? Yesterday, I was home, I was watching her, and I saw her babbling. You were babbling there. You know I was watching. You were babbling one man, and the man gave you money there. I saw you dancing. It wasn't about the money. Do you understand? But for the joy that at least you can laugh now. But you're very good in grades. You could have said, leave me alone. Leave me. Do you understand? Adding babbling to your portfolio is also part of what? Okay, if you didn't know how to barb, would that man give you money? That money is not an addition to whatever you have. And you get what I'm saying? It's part of building structure in your life. Do you understand? Part of building structures. I have this. I have strengthened this. I have fixed deposit. Do you understand? I have landed properties. I'm investing in my children. These are part of building structures. I'm investing in your lives. This one I'm telling you is not an investment. If it's better for you tomorrow, do I need to ask you to buy me a bottle of wine? Let's assume all of you buy me one bottle of wine in this place. How many bottles of wine will I get? You know something? This is also part of building structures. I could be wicked. Like I said, put a meal of 50,000 naira. Put your meal on 45,000 naira. Do you understand? Are you? Then I will pay another people. But would they speak well of me?
No.
Are you getting? Do you understand? You need to put structures in place. Because the truth is that the structures that you have determines your height. Do you understand? If this foundation is not strong, can you hold this building? You cannot hold the building. As simple as it is, as I just said so, as simple as it is, do you understand? Life is like that. Do you understand? Relationship is like that. And business is like that. The challenge with a lot of people, do you understand? Everybody is in a hobby. Do you understand? Let me tell you, there are quick money. You know, there are money that you just go, there's called it one-off money. You will just come. As he's here, he's back, he's doing everything, he's making his money. Someone can just come here and say, I like what you're doing. You understand? Come and be doing home service. From the home service that you are doing now, if you have 10 of that in the month, which one is better compared to the one you sit here and you all your day? Which one is better? One home service, you collect almost how much? The last one I saw almost like something thousand naira. If you have 10 people like that, 10 people like that in a month, 10 times 100, how much is that? That's 1 million. Okay, what are you doing about it? People you are going to do home service, have you got to ask them, can you introduce me to your friend? Can you introduce me to your friend? Have you done that? Are you getting what I'm saying? If I'm the one, do you understand? By now, I should have more than 10. Because I'm seeing another leverage. Do you understand? Which is even more easier than the one that I'm doing. What do? I market it, I sell it. Service. Then you build your network. That's how it is. Let me tell you, here, you can make so much money. Do you understand? So much money. Do you need to go and set up, to go and do that? The home service. Even if you have 20 home services that you are attending to, do you need to go and set up this? Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, some of us, we don't like putting structures, we don't like marketing, we don't like selling. So we don't even want the schemes. We don't want to be creative. All you just want, just give me the meat. Give me the meat. We don't want the cow. Without cow, can you get it? Are you getting what I'm saying? And sometimes I sit down to think. I sit down to analyze. And I see the reason why people make it so much, they make so much mistakes. And they blame every other apart from themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? They blame every other person. So what I want you guys to do is for you to sit down. Sometimes use your brain. This brain that God gave you, you understand? He didn't just give you, He gave it to you so that you can use it to analyze. Let me tell you, success is in your hand. It's not far from you. When you want to look for Sokoto, it's around you. It's not far from you. It's just for you to just sit down and look where. The reason why people struggle is because they don't use their brain. They don't think. They don't analyze. Do you understand? Look at everybody here. Apart from the cleaners, is there anybody that is not creative here? Is there anybody that is not creative here? Do you know the difference between me and you now? What's the difference? I market. Do I market? Do I sell? Do I have structure? Do I have frameworks? That's the structure. So if you want to be like, what do you need to do? Market, sell, put a structure, have frameworks. You don't even need to have. You can have it here. Do you understand? Having home service, do you know that one is a framework? It's an extension of what he's doing here. Just like I extended from Lagos to Abuja. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's what you just need to do. That's what you don't need to do. Do you understand? But you see people today, you know. Now I watch Facebook. I see some beautiful ladies. You see them, they twerk, they do all those kind of stuff. You know, I see them because they see other people doing it. You know, to them they see it as a structure, but they don't get to think that if anything happens to them, can you come to Facebook and twerk?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why don't you do something that even you are not there? Do you understand? The something will be making money for you. Which one is better? Which one is better? Do you understand? Now you see, people think They think opposite. I saw there's something like posted on Facebook. I saw it online. A lady dressed after dressing. She now came to wear panties on top of the dressing and the bra on top of the dressing. Then another person saw his father who has this kind of abori hair, bad hair. So he now went to carve his hair, put hair here, and put this abori. No, that's the way people think. You think opposite. Do you understand? And that is why their lives go in the opposite direction. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is something that they do. You know, I was chatting with somebody, you know, who has kids this morning. You know, there's something they do, especially in America, that makes me laugh. You know, last week they asked my children to come to school and dress crazy. So they showed me a picture. Ita was wearing his mom's wig, and they was going to school. I was asking, boy, are you actually doing this? Do you understand? They said they wanted to dress crazy. Then the other day they said they should wear stockings different. You wear this shoe or this shoe. You wear this or this shoe. Then you wear different stockings and come to school like that. I was just wondering. Then yesterday it was Halloween day. They said some dress like a witch, dress like different things, but you have to go and buy perfume. You actually go to Walmart. People are struggling to go and buy costumes that they will wear. I spent about $100 to buy perfume, buy costumes that they will wear. $100, how much is that? That's about 35,000 naira, right? For them to wear, and it's compulsory, you must wear it. Then I started asking, why are they making children to do it? Do you understand? The world is teaching you to go the opposite direction. Now, the original thing that God has designed, they are asking you, Allah, turn it upside down. You see a cup like this, you know, they say turn the cup upside down, must the cup be like this? But they don't know that when you are turning the cup upside down, you can pour away the content. Can you pour content on the cup that is upside down? They make you to see the cup, then they take your attention off what is on the inside. Do you understand? Let me tell you, if you must go contrary to the word, do you understand? I beg, don't turn the word of God upside down. Kanye West introduced the intelligence. Sure, you know he's born again, have you? Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? Somebody is saying it, this man is saying it. The church that is even doing it now, do you understand? And even the choir, I don't say the choir, you can't even compare. There is no church that I've seen that can match the choir that is there. Do you understand what I'm saying? It started from there. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, do you know what he said? His business was almost going down. Now, because he's born again now, he said the crowd that comes from he has a company. The company is about 3 billion now. Capital base. So it has 3 billion, not naira, dollars. You tell me that he's joking. He's not joking. We sit there and say he's joking. Do you know the people that are following him? Do you know how many people are following him? Even some pastors are even scared. Yeah, do you know the number of people you can reach now? Are you progressing? Are you getting what I'm saying? How do you guys begin to use it? That's what I'm trying to get into. Like I was telling you last Friday, some things that I ask you to do, they are very difficult. I know. They are very difficult. Do you understand? They are very difficult. Very. But I want you to do it. Because that's one of the ways you can succeed. Not only in Nigeria, but everywhere. I was chatting with my wife this morning. She said something to me, said, do you know that the cold is too much? That she's talking to me now. She's wearing 2-3 clothes. Do you understand? And she's at work. You know, she was expecting me to just say, sorry, Pele. Do you understand? Actually, I said, just the way cold day like that, heat day the day I went. Do you understand? Then I said another thing again. I said, you are cooking up a story. At least when you blow, you have so many things to tell. So, why did I say that? Whatever you're going through today is part of the process. It's part of the plan. You cannot overrun God. Do you understand? You go run. When you don't reach front, you go and say, you don't miss 3 steps. You will go back. When I was coming this morning, peace, I forgot my phone in the car. What did I do? I went back to go and collect it. Do you understand? The same way, when you overrun like that, you will come back. My prayer for you, that you don't go back to go and start from where you miss, when you are 65 years old. That's my prayer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I've had people walk here. I try to talk to them. They don't understand. They don't get it. Do you understand? So people think that you are too boring, you are too dry. And can you have money? You don't go to night club. Can you imagine? You have a platform like this. You don't take advantage of the babes or even customers. Can you be like this? Do you understand? You don't enjoy.
Me, Oga will enjoy.
Oh. But see, let me tell you, there are consequences that go with everything that you do. Do you know that? You might run away from certain things. Do you understand? But your children will not run away from it. Do you know that? Yeah? Your children will not run away from it. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or do you think if I really want to enjoy the way people want to enjoy, I will have this business? Do you think I'll have this business? I'm telling you the truth. Do you understand? Are you following what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to you, I know what I'm doing. And sometimes I even go the extra mile to make sure that people that are working here, do you understand? That will get it. There are certain things that I want you to do, you can't do. I go ahead for you to do it. You notice recently, I've been boosting some people in Lagos. I'll interview them, I'll post it. I'm paying dollars. Because on their own, they will not want to go and market. Now I've taught you with your meat, you're doing it so well. Do you understand? If every one of you, every day, you post your work on Instagram or Facebook, and you begin to show people what you do, rather than show people showing your what is it? Your bum or show your shame. You show your work like that. Do you understand? Now, a lot of women believe that it's by showing off. That's how people. But the question I want to ask you, people that have been showing and showing off, what did they not get? Do you understand what I'm saying? What did they not get? Are you following what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Eh? There's nothing, let me tell you, there's nothing like you having hard work. If people give you Nigeria, just the way she is now, you're doing your facials, you're doing your pedicure. If they like, let them laugh at you. Do you understand? You know what you're doing? You're putting structure in place. If a man comes and gives you 10 million naira today, now don't do what you're doing. Do you understand? But that 10 million can disappear. The man can even see another person who will give you the person. I will leave you. Then what will pay you not the 10 million that you have left? But your facials now can he leave you? Can he leave you? No. Can he not leave you? Do you understand what I'm saying? This one is even your asset. Now be the meeting. But the way people think nowadays, which one is asset? It's not the money they will collect from the man. Rather than the facial that tell you that you do. Somebody will say, let me even ask you. Has anybody ever said, say, what do? You say facial. Say, yeah, you, facial. No, so has anybody ever said that? You will say it many times. They told me. Somebody said, over her dead body, you leave back. You say you want to go and do barbing. Over her dead body. Do you hear that? Somebody actually said that to me. If the person sees me today now, can the person say over her dead body? No. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it making any sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
See, it's very difficult. If you want to do a thing like it's very difficult. Key things I can tell you. It's very difficult. Yeah, sometimes I ask myself, I have money. Can I just eat the way I eat? Can I just be sleeping with it? Can't I just drink? Can I be jumping from one hotel to another? I'm a human being. Do you understand? But see, I try to push myself. But when you're talking to young people now, they don't. Do you understand? But you want to be successful. Do you understand? You want to be. They will tell you, I leave that. Do you understand? It's because you are not doing, you're struggling. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you actually do what I ask you to do, I'm telling you, sometimes it might look as if it's slow. It's slow. It's slow. When your breakthrough comes, it's like a woman who is pregnant. 9 months, it looks like a very long time. The day that she delivered, does she remember the 9 months?
No.
The joy of holding the baby, she forgets. And at that time, when you have one baby, nobody will come and tell you how many you have. You will just join the group of people who have babies. I mean, that's the way you will learn something.
Yes, sir.
Like I told you, this place is not just a place where you come, you just come and earn salary. It's more than salary. Not the salary. I want you to learn. I want you to learn something. That's what you get. Sometimes I sit there, I may not talk to you. I look at you. I say we are getting there. I was looking at Laura yesterday. Look at she just shines. She's coming out. I say yes. Now your back to that, Abby? Yes. Gradually, it's coming out. Do you understand? Are you getting what I'm saying? Gradually. See your me. Somebody see you. Go to Lagos and they see you now.
Minister.
They'll say, is this your Abi? No, your me, is it? You're just starting. You never start. There's something that I found. There's something that I found out. Let me tell you something that I found out. Let me say something that I found out. This one will shock you. It will shock you. So then you ask, why are some people successful? Why are some people not successful? Some people are doing everything possible to make sure, yeah, they make money. But how come they are not succeeding? Do you understand? Let me tell you. You can see the works that people are doing. You can even interpret their mind by the things that they say. But do you know their heart? Can anybody see any heart? Who can see anybody's heart? Who can see anybody's heart? It's only God that can see somebody's heart. You don't judge people by their assessment. You don't by the things that they have physically. You can't even judge people by the things that they say and by their character. You can only judge people truly by their heart. And it's only God that sees their heart. Even somebody is very hardworking and the person talks very well and the person is not succeeding, maybe it's their heart. Because let me tell you, it's God that makes someone successful. God can use a bad person. And you can also use a good person. True, of course. Oh, this person is bad, this person is bad, this person behaves like this. Let me tell you, it is God. Don't look at anybody, look at God. Do you understand what I'm saying? It might be very hard what I'm telling you, but if you want to succeed and be able to retain and maintain it, do you understand? This is the way. There is no other way. Do you understand? All those ones they are telling you, do you understand? There's what they call motivational speaking. They don't speak. You know, you see some people now. I see something. Even if you go to Facebook now, do you understand? You see people who are living the life we know that is bad. They talk to pastors. They are the one preaching. They tell you live your life. Don't listen to anybody. Do you understand? Be happy. Be happy. Do you understand? They tell you, they preach, be happy. Live your life. But there is stages if you want to be happy. There are stages that you pass. You can't jump it. It's not possible.